If you ever visited Eastern Europe, chances are you passed through at least one of the Slavic Balkan countries: Montenegro, Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, and Slovenia. And if you visited at least two of these countries, you surely noticed that the people there speak languages that are very, very similar to each other. Actually, for the purposes of this video, I will exclude Bulgaria and Slovenia from the list. Sorry guys, no hard feelings. While Yugoslavia existed, the language spoken in the country was Serbo-Croatian. This language had three main dialects, each named for the way they pronounced the word what: Shtokavian, with its shto, or shta, Čekavian with its cha, or ca, and Kajkavian with its kai, or k. There were some differences between these dialects, almost exactly as there are differences between the separate languages today, but both back then and now, they were, and are, mutually understandable. I would compare it to an Irish guy talking with an Australian or a Czech talking to a Slovak. After the collapse of the Republic of Yugoslavia in the early 1990s, the separate countries all decided to adopt a language for their country and their country only. Bosnia and Herzegovina has Bosnian, Serbia Serbian, Croatia Croatian, and Montenegro has Montenegrin. They all tried to differ from each other to make their language truly their language, for they were all mutually intelligible, almost the same. Serbian emphasized the use of the Cyrillic alphabet. Croatia forced newly created words into their language to differ from Serbian. For example, the word for train went from voz to vlak, and station went from stanica to postaja. Bosnian included more Turkish and Arabic heritage words into their language, given the Islamic heritage in the country, and Montenegrin incorporated new letters, these ones, which I really hope are pronounced z and s. If not, I'm sorry. Although the languages did make progress in distinguishing themselves from each other, they were still very difficult to pinpoint for a foreigner who didn't have one of these languages as a native language. For example, the sentence "Ako sutra bude lijepo vrijeme, možemo otići do parka I provesti dan na polju," meaning if the weather is nice tomorrow, we can go to the park and spend the day outside, is identical in all of these languages. There can be, of course, some small changes. For example, Serbian would use lepo instead of lijepo, but is it really a whole new language? Big of a difference? I'm not the judge, I don't know. The people from these regions, however, can distinguish a person's nationality based on their accent given by the three internal dialects: Ikavica, Ekavica, and Ijekavica. If you take the word milk and translate it into Serbian, it would end up as mleko. See the I there? That vowel is very frequent in Serbian words, so most of Serbian could be classified as Ekavica. In some parts of Croatia, it would likely end up as mlijeko, meaning that the part of Croatia belongs in the Ijekavica category, and in other parts of Croatia, like in Split, it would come out as mliko, meaning that the part is probably Ikavica. So, to summarize, countries became country spoke the same language, country broke, countries pretend they don't speak the same language anymore to politically distinguish themselves. The German word Ausbausprache could be used here, since it describes languages which could be treated as dialects of each other, but aren't because of political reasons. So, do the Balkan people want their languages to be called one? I imagine some do, but from what I've gathered, most people don't. That's why they got countries instead of regions. I encourage you to watch the video Why Serbian and Croatian aren't the same language by living ironically in Europe. It has some important insights on this topic. I'm sorry if I made you angry, I really didn't mean to, and I've never been to the Balkans, so go easy on me please. That's all I have time for today, take care.